My girlfriend dropped a line one random evening that hit me like a brick. "I don't see you as my boyfriend anymore. You're basically just the guy I live with who covers most of the bills." I looked at her for a second and said, "Cool. Got it," and from that moment on, I treated her exactly like any other roommate. 2 weeks later, when I walked out the door in a nice jacket to go on a date, her face was priceless. I'm 29, she's 27. We'd been living together for about a year and a half in a pretty nice apartment downtown. At the beginning, everything felt solid, or so I thought. Slowly, things eroded. Date nights turned into "we're trying to save money." Weekend getaways became "maybe next month." Sex went from several times a week to twice a month on a good month. She started going out with her work friends nonstop. Girls' nights that ended at 2 or 3 a.m., happy hours I was never invited to. I kept trying. I'd cook fancy dinners, buy her favorite bottle of wine, suggest activities we used to love. She'd agree, then bail, work emergency, friend in crisis, too tired, headache, something always came up. Meanwhile, I was funding pretty much our entire life. Rent was $2,100. I paid $1,500, she paid $600. I covered utilities, groceries, her car insurance. She'd totaled her last car, internet, Netflix, every random subscription. I was easily spending $2,600 a month on us. She contributed $600 and always said she was broke. I never pushed. Figured she had loans or whatever. Then one night on the couch, I suggested we finally try that new Italian spot downtown. She didn't even look up from her phone. "Can't afford it." "I'll cover it," I said, like always. She put her phone down, gave me this exhausted, pitying look, and said, "We need to be honest about what this actually is. I've been thinking a lot, and I don't see you as my boyfriend anymore. You're more like a roommate who pays the bills. We don't have passion. We're just two people sharing an apartment. I think we should stop pretending this is a real relationship. It takes all the pressure off." I just stared. "So you want to break up?" "No, God, no, why would we? This arrangement works great. The place is nice, we get along, no drama, just no more relationship expectations." Something inside me went ice cold and perfectly calm. I nodded. "Roommates, got it." She smiled, relieved. "See, I knew you'd be chill about it. You're always so easygoing." "Super chill roommate here," I said. That night I opened my laptop and made a new budget. Rent, $10-50 each. Utilities, $100 each. Internet, $50 each. Groceries, separate. Insurance, her own. Streaming, pay for your own accounts. I sent her the spreadsheet titled "Roommate Expense Split Effective Immediately." Next morning, she opened the email while eating cereal. I watched her expression cycle through confusion, right arrow irritation, right arrow rage. What the hell is this? Roommate agreement, everything 50-50. That's how it works when you're just roommates. You're seriously going to make me pay half? You earn way more than me? Roommates with income differences still split shared costs equally. That's the entire point. This is insane. I can't afford that. Then we can look for a cheaper place or you can pick up more hours. Standard roommate solutions. She stormed off. That same day I went grocery shopping for one. Ordered a mini fridge for my bedroom. Moved all my food in there. Left the main fridge completely empty. When she got home and opened it, she just stared. "Where's all the food?" "My food's in my room. We never made a joint grocery agreement, so we keep things separate now." She tried the sweet voice, touching my arm. "Babe, come on. Please don't call me babe. We're not together." "You were very clear." "I didn't mean everything had to change, but it did change. You changed it. I'm just respecting your boundaries." For the next week, she cycled through every tactic, crying, yelling, guilt-tripping, bargaining. I didn't budge, then her car insurance lapsed. "Why isn't my insurance paid?" "Because roommates don't pay each other's car insurance." "How am I supposed to get to work?" "Public transport, Uber." "Not my department." Suddenly she was broke, eating instant noodles every night and complaining nonstop. I just repeated, "Roommate problem." That's when I downloaded the dating apps again. Within days, I matched with an awesome woman, smart, funny, had her life together. We set up coffee. The night of the date, I was getting ready, decent jeans, good shirt, cologne. She knocked on my door. "Why are you all dressed up?" "Got a date." Her brain visibly blue-screened. "A date with who?" "Someone I met online. Gotta run, don't wait up, roomie." The date was fantastic. We talked for hours, made plans for a second one. I got home around midnight. She was sitting in the dark living room. "We need to talk. It's late. You cannot date other people." "I'm single." "Single people date. We live together. As roommates, you were extremely clear about that." "That's not what I meant and you know it." "Then what exactly did you mean?" She had no answer. After that, things got messy fast. She started leaving her stuff everywhere, clothes on the couch, dishes in the sink, hair all over the bathroom. When I moved her things to her room, she'd lose it. Then she'd have friends over constantly, loud music, drinking, taking over the living room. One Tuesday at midnight, I asked them to keep it down because I had work early. Her friend laughed. "You're really gonna police her in her own apartment?" "Our apartment. We both pay equally now. And I'm asking for basic courtesy." I started drafting an email to the landlord about noise. Her friends left in under 5 minutes. A few days later, she switched to being overly nice, cooked dinner, offered me a plate, wore the dress she knew I loved, suggested we watch our old favorite show. "What are you doing?" "Just being friendly. Roommates can be friendly, right? Roommates also don't try to manipulate each other. I miss us. I was wrong. I miss having a boyfriend." "You don't have a boyfriend. You have a roommate." "By choice." She started crying. I walked away. Second date was even better, sushi, and when the check came, she grabbed it and said, "We split. I pay my way." Imagine that. Came home. She was sitting with her mom. Her mom launched in. "We need to discuss how you're treating my daughter." "I'm treating her exactly how she asked to be treated, like a roommate." "You're punishing her for being honest?" "No, I'm respecting her honesty. She said we're not a couple." "So we're not? She didn't mean you could bring other women here." What part of not boyfriend, girlfriend was unclear? 30 minutes of guilt trips and threats. I stayed ice calm and repeated the same lines. Eventually, they left. Her mom called me heartless on the way out. After that, she turned petty, unplugging my phone charger at night, forgetting to hand me packages, using all the hot water. I documented everything with dates and photos. Then she went to the landlord and claimed I was harassing her and making her feel unsafe. Landlord called me in. I explained the entire situation, showed the text where she literally said, "We're just roommates now." Pointed out we both pay rent on time and I've never threatened anyone. Landlord dropped it but asked me to keep the peace. When I got home, she was smug. I told her filing false complaints could actually get her in trouble. Then she threw a picture frame against the wall, glass everywhere. I photographed the damage and sent it to management. She got an official warning for property damage. Her friends started showing up to scream at me on her behalf. Same script. "You're destroying her." I just replied with facts. They couldn't handle it. Eventually, I found out the real truth. The new girl I was dating worked in the same industry. One day she mentioned a guy from a downtown startup, total player, sleeps around, never commits. I knew exactly who she meant. Pulled up the guy's public Instagram. Hundreds of photos with my roommate over the past several months. Bars, parties, very cozy. She'd been lining up her next relationship while keeping me as the financial and emotional backup plan. The roommate's speech was meant to free her up to pursue him without losing the apartment and my wallet. Turns out he only wanted something casual. She lost the gamble. I never confronted her about it, just kept living my life. My new girlfriend started coming over regularly. My ex-roommate would glare from the hallway. New girlfriend would wave brightly. "Hi, you must be the roommate." One morning after my girlfriend slept over, we were making pancakes and laughing in the kitchen. Ex came out, saw us, went ghost white. "Are you kidding me right now? Morning, want a pancake. You're sleeping with her here? I'm in a relationship. This is my home too. Girlfriends can visit." She grabbed her keys and slammed the door so hard a picture fell off the wall. Lease was coming up for renewal. I quietly found a great one-bedroom, signed it, never told her. One night she said casually, "We should tell the landlord we're renewing." "You should definitely renew if you want to stay," I said. "We, together." "I'm not renewing, already got a new place." She froze. "You can't just leave me here. Lease ends, I'm moving, that's how leases work. I can't afford this alone. Then find a new roommate, downsize, or move home. Adult options. Last few weeks were brutal, crying, screaming, begging, even trying to seduce me again in that same blue dress. "We could try again if you stay." "No, you don't want me. You want my money and convenience. The guy you actually wanted didn't want you back. That's the whole story." Moving day came. Movers took everything. Turns out almost all the furniture was mine. The apartment looked empty. She stood in her doorway watching, tears streaming. "You're really doing this?" "Yep. You're ruining my life." "No, you ruined your life. I just stopped fixing it for you." Final words as I walked out. "Take care, roommate." Later I heard she couldn't afford the place, broke the lease, lost the deposit, moved back in with her parents, had to sell her car because she couldn't cover payments or insurance anymore. The work guy ghosted her the second she was broke and living at home. Her friends got tired of the non-stop victim stories and drifted away. She's working retail full-time now, sleeping in her childhood bedroom, barely scraping by. My girlfriend moved in a few months later. We split everything 50 to 50, communicate like adults, both put in equal effort. Crazy how well relationships work when both people actually want to be there. I don't lose sleep over it. She made a deliberate choice to downgrade me to roommate with benefits, financial benefits for her, while she shopped around for someone else. She bet I'd stay her safety net forever. She lost the bet. Moral of the story: if you tell someone they're just a roommate, don't act surprised when they start acting like one. And eventually move out and find someone who actually values them. Best decision I ever made was taking her exactly at her word.